Alright, so what we're going to do in this video is we're going to learn how to identify the 5-number summary using technology. In particular, we're going to use the statistical software Minitab. Now, it's important to understand that Minitab actually uses a different procedure for identifying quartile 1 and quartile 3, and so you may not get the same results in Minitab that you would get if you did it by hand. So I'm going to make that little note here. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull in an example that we did in the previous video where we learned how to do the 5-number summary by hand. All right, so here's the example that we did previously, and these are actually the results, and we're going to see if they turn out the same or different with Minitab. Okay, so I'm going to write out a procedure here, and we're going to follow through it one step at a time. Our first step is to open Minitab and select blank project. All right, so we're going to select blank project here. And if you can't remember how to get into the Minitab software, then you may want to go back to that video that I created that shows you how to get into Minitab. Let me zoom out here just a little bit. There we go. I think, well, that may be a little too far. Okay. The next step, we're going to choose a column and enter the data without ordering it. We never have to order data, put data, smallest to largest in Minitab, because Minitab will do it for us while it's, crunching all the numbers. Okay, so let's go ahead and enter all these data points into Minitab under C1. Okay, we've entered all of our data points. Now, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to choose Stat, Basic Statistics, Display Descriptive Statistics. This is exactly what we did previously when we learned how to identify descriptive statistics within Minitab. We used this exact same menu. So we're going to go to Stat, Basic Statistics, Display Descriptive Statistics. Then what we're going to do is we're going to choose the column name and click Select and then OK. Step 4. All right, our column that we put the data in is C1, then we click Select, then we click OK. And then the 5-number summary will be on the right side of the results. So you can see it here, these 5 numbers over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the 5-number summary. Minimum, quartile 1, median, quartile 3, and maximum. Let me write that up. All right, and so we're going to need the minimum. We're going to need the quartile 1. We're going to need the median. We're going to need the quartile 3. And we are going to need the maximum. And then we're going to compare them to these other ones that we have. Let's see. Here's the minimum, 14. Quartile 1 is 15.5. The median is 19.5. Quartile 3 is 25.75. The maximum is 29. So let's make a comparison here. All right, sure enough, maximum is 29, same in both. Minimum is 14, yup. Median, 19.5, sure enough. But look here, our quartile 1 that we came up with before was 16. And their quartile 1, Minitab's quartile 1 is 15.5. Our quartile 3 is 25.5, but Minitab came up with 25.75. Now, they're very close, but they're a little bit different. So it's important to understand especially when you're answering homework questions and quiz questions, make sure you're using the method that they say. If they say use Minitab, then make sure you use Minitab. Don't try to do it by hand. If they say do it by hand or the way the textbook says to do it, then do it this way. Do it by hand, okay? Let's do a couple more examples that we did previously by hand. All right, here's another example that we did by hand. You can see we organized them smallest to largest. We identified the 5-number summary. But here's what I want to do. I want to go ahead and use them not organized. We're going to use the original numbers and we're going to put them into Minitab into column C2. So let's go ahead and do that right now. You can pause the video and you can go ahead and start putting them in Minitab in another column. All right, so it looks like there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 digits, or 11 data points, and sure enough, we went up to point 11 here, okay? And so now what we're going to do is we're going to go up to Stat, then Basic Statistics, then Display Descriptive Statistics. We want to remove C1, so I'm going to hit Delete. We're going to select C2. Whoops, I don't know what just happened there. Let's try that again. Stat, Basic Statistics. There we go. Delete that. We're going to select C2, and then we're going to hit Select. Then we're going to hit OK, and here's our 5-number summary. 66, 69, 72, 77, 85. I think that's actually the same as what we had before. Let's see, 66, whoops, 69, 72, 77, and 85. Yep, that's exactly the same. Okay, so in this case, in this example, Minitab gave us the exact same 5-number summary as the one that we got when we did it by hand. Okay, let's do one more example. All right, so here is the last example that we did by hand, and these are here is the 5-number summary. Here's the 5-number summary that we got. So what we're going to do is we're going to put these data points in Minitab under column C3. Minitab says that there are 14 numbers because it goes down to 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Sure enough, okay. All right, so now we're just going to go to Stat, Basic Statistics, Display Descriptives, delete C2, select C3, put it in there, and then hit OK. And here is our 5-number summary. Looks like it's going to be a little different. So we've got a minimum here of 8. And so under Minitab, we're going to put Minitab here. So Minitab's 5-number summary, the minimum was 8. The first quartile is 11.25. 11.25 instead of 12. Okay. The median is 14.5, which is the same thing that we got when we did it by hand. Okay. The third quartile is 20.75. 20, a little bit different, 75. And the maximum is 24, just like we got, okay? Oops, second, 24. There we go. And so you can see sometimes Minitab can come up with a different quartile 1 and a different quartile 3, okay? You have to know how to do the 5-number summary by hand and also by using Minitab, okay?